NERDSoul.
Oh, okay. Huh. That's right. NERDSoul, Facebook, Instagram, Twitter, all that jazz. We here, NERDSoul Ride. We up in the whip, chilling, doing our thing. I want to bring some alliteration to y'all right now. Chaos Council. Alright? Eggman Empire. Alright? Paradox Prism, if you will, my brothers and sisters. We talking about Sonic Prime, straight from Netflix. Man, yo, what I'm about to say might be considered blasphemous for some Sonic fans. But just roll with me. Matter of fact, actually, I'm going to say this now, so if this is blasphemous for you, then you can go in and leave. Or if you're like, yo, man, I kind of see where you're coming from, then you can roll with me. So, Sonic Prime is the best animated Sonic project ever. Okay, I said it. I know it's not, I know. The nostalgic, I know, I can feel it rising in you, but look, okay? Just hold on and roll with me. We get to see Sonic in multiple suits and in a situation where he's in a shattered dimension, so, you got, the Spider-Verse or the Shatterverse or whatever you want to call it of Sonic. Now, you get to see multiple Sonic villains animated in a way that you haven't before, where it's so polished and so clean and so beautiful. I think the voice acting here is better than the voice acting has ever been for any Sonic animated project. Knuckles does throw me off a little bit just because the fact that because I'm so used to watching Sonic 2 with my son. So, I'm used to hearing Idris's voice, but Knuckles looks great. Rouge looks great. Big looks great. Even Lil Froggy, Amy looks great. Tails is amazing. And then the alternate versions of them are awesome. And then shouts to Shadow. Man, look, this first season of Sonic Prime is way more than I expected it to be. I thought this was I honestly thought it was going to be kind of cheesy and kind of cheap and throwaway. And don't get me wrong, there are moments in this series where they do kind of like the cheap anime stuff. I mean, not anime, but cheap animation stuff because, they're trying to save money. But, man, the fight scenes are kind of sick. And the fight scenes are way sicker than I think they've ever been in any other Sonic animated series. Bruh, they got some fights up in this joint that are kind of official. And then they got like the poses, kind of like the key animation, you know what I'm saying? Where there's like that pose that should be a poster or something like that. Bruh, they got like 20 of those in this season. This show comes through and it's a fun watch. Sonic doesn't get annoying like he did in the series. Oh man, I can't remember the series that had the little kid and his uncle was a scientist or whatever. Sonic got annoying to me on that one. But anyway, Sonic is cool, never gets annoying. Rusty Rose, aka Android Amy, is awesome. Oh, also alliteration again. But bruh, this joint is dope. Even Tails as 9 is super cool. It's clean, it's crisp, it's so polished and beautiful and vibrant when they're in Green Hills. Yo, man, look, I love this show. I think, on the real, this is a show that I think is kind of like on a decent budget that takes a little and makes a lot. Especially when it comes to the Chaos Council. Because Eggman can get old. You know what I'm saying? Like, we doing Eggman again. It's Robotnik. You know what I'm saying? And we've seen him a million times. But now, in the situation of the Chaos Council with Rusty Rose as the enforcer, this really gives us a whole new dynamic to like the Dr. What is it, like the Dr. Me Robotnik and like the cool Robotnik and the video game playing Robotnik and the baby robot and the old man Robotnik. Like it really brings a different spin to the villain as a whole, and seeing them kind of interact with one another is fun. One knock that I would say is they kind of address it in a line where the amount of robots that they throw at him, and Sonic says something to the point of like, yo, who has the budget for all these? So one thing, I don't think there's a knock on the amount of robots, but I would have liked to see him fight against the Dr. Robotnik robots more. And I would have, if they were going to keep throwing the robots at him, I would have liked to see a variation of those robots. They were essentially all the same. But of course, I know how you get stuff done on a budget. It's like, look, we already made this model and this is going to be the model. But my dude, this joint is fun. Him going and talking to like the pirate Knuckles or like the revolutionary Knuckles, and you know, teaching him how to spin attack and everything, and seeing him use like running with the like the infinity feet run, and then seeing him meaning Eggman this time, seeing Eggman use like the caterpillar villains and like the drill robots and stuff. This thing is a lot of fun. Like it really is, in a way where I wouldn't have expected before. Like I would have thought that this was going to be kind of something that I could have thrown away after the first episode. But after watching the first episode, I was drawn in. And the more I watched it, I was like, yo, okay, all right, where are we going with this? How can this end? And then seeing how it seems like it's going to be a situation of kind of like collecting the shards of the the paradox prism again. But I like it. I really am impressed with what I saw, and I had a lot of fun watching it. Watching it with the little guy was fun. It wasn't a situation where it's something that the little guy wants to watch, and when you're watching it, you're like, this is kind of whack. I was like, oh, okay, cool. All right, I see. And him trying to solve the problems, and I'm not against it. And then seeing the alternate versions of Miles and all that, not against it. I'm not against it at all. So I have to say, not only one thumb, but two enthusiastic thumbs up for Sonic Prime. I got love for it. I like how the suit changes in every different world he's in. I'm all for this, yo. Like I was just watching it like next episode, let's keep going. So whether they were in the Rusty Rose Island or whatever, or whether they were in the land where, you know, it was nothing but grass and they had to open up the canopy, like I was sold, man. I really dig this animated series. Like I'm gonna be coming back for more. So I am impressed. Anyway, holla at me, holla at you. I'm gonna holla at you down in them comments. Let's talk, man. Are you feeling Sonic Prime? Are you like, man, Sonic Prime is trash and you're crazy? Or are you like, yo, man, Sonic Prime was alright. I don't see where you coming from, dog. Alright? Anyway, NERDSoul, Facebook, Instagram, Twitter, TikTok, podcast, all that jazz. See y'all next time. Much love to Blurtish, Thought Crimes, 133 Art, you know, Nerdy Brew, all y'all. Love all y'all. Happy New Year on the way. Peace.